On track, now we going way up. Don't be used as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we going way up. Way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. On track, now we going way up. Way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
All right, all right. How you doing? How y'all doing out there? Facebook and Instagram. Well, not Instagram. Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Group. How y'all doing? Girl.
Okay. Look at Mr. Leonard. Hey, Mr. Leonard.
Hey, Mr. Leonard. Let me pop that on here. He said, "What's happening, everybody?" Look, Mr. Leonard. He one of our old faithfuls, baby.
Right.
Mr. Leonard is old faithful. Every day we got Mr. Leonard on here. Look, I don't know how your day is. Okay, so y'all, Kameel and I normally it's going on 1 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Right.
Normally we would have talked at least 5 or 10 times this morning. Okay, it's my first time connecting with Kameel today. That's a first. We have
been by text.
Even by text, I ain't heard from her. I ain't been able to send a message or a tweet or nothing. We have been working our tails off, girl. I have been super busy. I think I've been on the phone since at least like 7:30. My phone started ringing because the girls were we have a hot job in Jacksonville that came open yesterday evening, and Kameel and I we were talking about it, and so we'll share it with y'all as well. But that run over in Jacksonville is a dedicated Dr. Pepper. And when it opens, it never really opens, but when it does, we jump on it right away. Mm-hmm. We let all of our Jacksonville area drivers know about that lane, and we send out our blast out and just kind of let everybody know about it. It's not for everybody, but who it's for is for. Okay, right. literally. Yeah. So, let me back up. We didn't even do no introductions. I'm Bobby lady. I'm tired. I just want to lay down and go to sleep somewhere. But I miss Jerri. I am the owner and founder of Life on the Road Recruiting. We've been around since 2017. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, in our Class A CDL job group that Kameel and I share together, as well as on YouTube under Life on the Road Recruiting. And this is my girl, Auntie Kameel.
Okay, yes, I'm Auntie Kameel. I'm sorry about that. Owner and recruiter at Rig on Wheels, and you can find me same places as Miss Jerri. So that's on YouTube with Rig on Wheels, Facebook, as well as the group that we share together, which is CDL Class A Jobs.
Yes.
Oh, so, and Instagram. Both of us on Instagram.
Yes, we're trying to get it together. I just ran right into it. I got a lot of catching up to look. We got a lot of catching up to do with each other. We normally talk at least 4 or 5 times by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But we have been on it today.
You've been busy in Northern Florida. I've been busy. Hey, Miss Katie.
Hey, Katie Lou, how you doing? Thank you so much.
I been busy in Central Florida. They changed the hiring area.
Yes, I saw that. Ocala. I saw that, and I had
right in the
drivers. Yes, I had some drivers that were in the on the East Coast that were interested, and I had to tell them, hey, look, that Dollar Tree Ocala, it is no longer hiring on the East Coast. It stops at Orlando, literally, and goes down. I think
to Tampa, but it doesn't go all the way down. So really, now that they're looking for Orlando, Tampa, Sarasota area drivers. So it's a little more than that, but basically probably those areas, Leesburg, you know.
Yes. Hey, Bessie. Look, all my aunties checking in. All my aunties, how y'all doing?
Okay.
But yes, that one, the hiring area changed on that one. So we are doing Alabama today, but as you know, we kind of said over the weeks that we've been doing this lunch day live that we are going, when there's a hot job or when there's a hot topic or something like that, we're going to throw that in and share those jobs with you guys. But I'll let Kameel go in and talk about Ocala, and then I'll backdoor and talk about Dr. Pepper, because those are both in Florida, and there's really good news on both of those. If you want to get started next week.
Very good news. It definitely been keeping me busy. First of all, they're giving a show bonus for lease purchase and company drivers right now. So mine is a lease purchase on an operator situation. Miss Jerri that she is looking at is a company job, but they are doing $1,000 show bonus, which is kind of unheard of when it comes to purchase jobs. First of all, and then it's on there. Even the Dr. Pepper that she gonna. Did you tell him it was Dr. Pepper?
Yeah,
No?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I mentioned it.
Okay, good.
I mentioned it was Dr. Pepper.
They don't put no show bonuses and things like that on these jobs because you're only running Florida. Okay. Anybody familiar with Florida? I love Florida. It's a sunshine state. However, for trucking, it is the worst state for trucking in the country because everything goes in and nothing comes out. Okay. Well, this thing is for a lease purchase driver. So it's definitely for a driver that is interested in buying and owning their own truck. Well, why do I say that? The reason why I say it is because it's not like you about to be making this astronomical amount of money.
Right.
It's not for somebody that just wants 1099. It's for somebody that wants their own truck and they don't have to worry about going out of the state except for orientation. That's it. Okay. So it's for a dollar store, Ocala. With the dollar store, you will be doing box per box down the conveyor belt. You'll hook your conveyor belt onto Dollar Tree's conveyor belt and they marry together and you slide down. You're not taking the boxes in the store, nor are you stocking their stores. Okay. You unhook it, affix it back in the truck, put it back in the truck, and go on to your next stop. You will have about minimum 3 loads a week and 6 stops a load. Is basically once you finish that, you'll be headed back to Ocala to pick up another one and do it all over again. The home time is home weekly, but now that they have made the hiring area smaller, it's going to make what I am saying to you make much more sense. When you come back home or come back to Ocala because you're done with those 6 stops and you come back and you have run out of hours, or by the time you pick up your next load and hook it back onto the truck, you know you don't have that many more hours on your clock. Guess what? You live within an hour and a half-ish, depending on where you are in Orlando and where you are in the Tampa area, all the way down to Sarasota. You know you're within a driving distance, so you can either go home, or my point is you don't have to get back on that road like that. Okay. Right. That makes it be from a home weekly position because that is what it is. But everybody knows, hey Kim, but everybody knows once you come back and run out of hours, you know that you're able to either go home or go handle a business, go to the kids' school, go see your mama, whatever it is. That'd be my stuff I do all the time. So I just figure everybody gotta go deal with their mama and all 100. Lord have mercy. So that's how they go. Let's talk money. So gross pay before any of your expenses is going to be $25.50 to $28.10. The difference is that is loads. For 3 loads a week, that driver typically makes about $25.50, and you're going to drive 1,500 miles. You know, Florida's small. You go a little bit up, a little bit down. You're done with Florida, right? Then 4 loads is going to make the $28.10. So that's what that does. Everybody doesn't have the opportunity, nor do they want to do 4 loads. However, I always recommend try to do 4 loads at least twice a month, so you can add that either more in your maintenance escrow or on your truck payments. Okay. Once everything, all your expenses is all said and done, and all of that, including your truck payment, all your tax, insurances, SATCOM, everything, fuel, maintenance, security deposit, then you're talking about coming home with $1,200 to $1,500 ish a week. Okay, those are what the drivers are coming home with, and you a weekly basis. It is a touch freight. You're home on a weekly basis with the possibility of more. Depending on how close you live to the distribution center that is in Ocala. You must pass a hair drug test. Okay, you need at least 6 months tractor trailer experience for any of the lease purchase jobs. Okay, so and that's what I was doing while I'm so late today, and Miss Jerri had to wait on me. It's because I was on the phone with a real good lease purchase.
I already know. It's a real good one. I just told the driver, I actually just talked to somebody about that one account as well, because the guy, when it was open back in like November or October, I had quite a few drivers that I talked to. And so I just reached back out to them and said, hey, this one is open again. If you're still interested, let me know. And so a couple of them have called this morning, and asked some questions about it. And the way I had to explain it to one driver who was saying, well, I'm only going to make 15, 18. So the way I break down that lease purchase is, if you lease on with a company and they give you a truck, and they'll take care of the insurance and the permits and the IFTA and the 22 and all of that stuff. I said, so basically after expenses, what you're going to end up making is just a couple of $100 more than a company driver. But the difference is if you are disciplined, and look, ain't a lot of people disciplined like that no more, okay? But if you're disciplined and you're able to finish out the term of that lease, whether it's 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you own the truck at the end. So make a little bit more than a company driver, that $1,500 to $1,800 a week, but your long-term goal is to own your own truck. And with this company, you don't have to have good credit. You don't have to have any money down. You can walk away at any time. So it's a no-brainer if you don't have the credit, if you don't have, look, we know people and have people who can drop 40K on a truck, okay? Our homeboy calling us every 5 minutes talking about, I got a new truck, Miss Jerri. I got a new truck, Miss Jerri, Miss Kameel. Y'all, I need a new driver. Okay, that's cool, but everybody's not able to do that. If you watch and you know who we're talking about, calling us every week with a new truck. But if you're not able to drop 40 and 50K on a new truck, then go with this lease purchase option. Be disciplined and finish the term of the lease, and then you own your own truck. Put somebody in it and then continuously stack so that you can get more trucks. Because at the end of the day, the name of the game is to get your trucks, make money off of each truck, and then continuously add more trucks to your company, because you're not building a one-time thing. You're building an empire. Okay, over here we building an empire. All right, I don't know about everybody else, but we building empires. But I like that Dollar Tree Ocala And Kameel and I don't know if y'all saw, but I posted on my page, Kameel posted on her page. But look, we giving out stimulus packages out here, okay? These companies need drivers, all right? And yeah, Kim, you hear me? We building empires. And I know y'all see y'all over there doing your thing. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to come and check y'all out. I'm ready. I'm ready. Got her new food truck going, girl. We're gonna go over there and eat.
Really? Right when I was trying to give me a summer body, well, maybe 2022. I got that. Cause now she got her food truck. What? What is
You know she be cooking. You know she be cooking. Okay. Okay.
God?
But yeah, so Camille and I passing out stimulus on on behalf of the companies that we contract recruit for. We just want to say thank y'all. Okay. So if you have or know of a driver that is looking for a new lane, we do have some lanes that they're paying really good. And we are willing to give out $500 per referral. Now, there's some stipulations, of course.
Is higher.
Referral, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's some stipulations, of course. They can't just be a referral. They have to get processed. They have to get approved. They have to get hired. Okay, so once they're hired, we don't get paid until they're hired. Okay, we can't just send them a bunch of drivers. We have to follow them through the process from point A all the way to the end to get them to orientation, to get them hired. That's why we always stress that hair drug test. They got to be able to pass a hair drug test. So don't send me nobody. Look, I ain't saying I ain't gonna take them, but you ain't gonna get $500 for somebody who can't pass a hair drug test. Okay, that's all facts. All facts. So if they can't pass a hair drug test, look, I ain't knocking nobody. Okay, because I have fun. All right. I ain't knocking nobody, but I ain't no professional driver out here. Okay.
Right.
So don't be smoking your little stuff and then come call me talking about Miss Jerri. I want you to give me a good job making some good money, but I can't pass no hair drug test. Get the you know what off my phone. Okay.
Because that's not
Look, I got a job for you. It's at McDonald's.
Yeah, it's very few companies that we have where it's only gonna be urine. So really, I mean, do we have somebody for you? Yes.
Yeah.
But with the referral basis, we'll still give a referral love to anybody.
What's up, sis? That's my other sister. Look, they tuning in today. Oh my gorgeous sisters.
We'll definitely still give you a referral, but it can't be the 500. So the 500 is definitely going to be for the drivers that can pass a hair drug test, because that's going to be the first thing for them to be able to get hired.
So send your cousin down here. He got his CDLs. Send your cousin. I'm just fucking. But send your cousin down here.
Yeah.
You know it ain't CDLs. It's CDL. I hate when people say CDLs. I'm gonna go get my CDLs.
Yeah.
It's CDL. But send your cousin them down here. Have them call me. Have them call Auntie Kameel. Both our numbers on the screen. And y'all get this money, because I know y'all income tax ain't came yet. It ain't gonna come because they ain't even taking the taxes till after February 12th. Okay, so come on, get this income tax that we trying to give y'all. All right?
Yeah, and then I mean, we're nationally recruiters, so just because you in Houston, you in Chicago, you in Louisiana, but you got a homeboy, your brother, whatever, is in Arizona or in Minnesota or wherever, it doesn't matter. We recruit in all states. Yeah. And sometimes Canada and Alaska, but right now I can tell you it's all states.
True. So I want to hop on this Dr. Pepper. So where is it? Okay, so basically the Dr. Pepper lane, it is in Jacksonville. So you have to live within a 60-mile radius of Jacksonville, Florida. It is running only in the state of Florida. So you don't leave the state. From our Florida drivers, when they hear that they don't have to leave the state of Florida, they absolutely love that. And so this lane, it starts from the distribution center that's on, I like saying this, 2300 Picketville Road, because that sounds like a street that we got in Jasper. Okay, Picketville.
Oh,
I just
that's why you like staying in the street. You know I can't stay.
look, and every time I say it, a driver would be like, "Oh yeah, I know that I know where that is." But apparently, there's a lot of yards and terminals and things like that on Picketville Road. But 2300 Picketville Road is where the lane starts. Basically, for Dr. Pepper, you're going to be delivering to the different distribution centers, the distributors, everywhere that they have in Florida. It's 60% drop and hook, and the other 40% is like live load and unload. You got to wait while somebody is unloading the trailer. It is 100% no touch, so you don't have to do any of the loading. Dr. Pepper has their own people that will take care of that, but you're literally bringing raw materials like bottles, cans, cardboards, things like that to the plant in Jacksonville. You have to be willing and able to drive nights and weekends because this is a night driving lane. Again, like I said, nights and weekends. I have a lot of drivers that be like, I don't drive at night, I don't drive after 8 o'clock. Look, I don't like to drive after 8 o'clock, okay? But I ain't no professional driver. But this particular account, you have to be willing to do nights and driving on the weekends as well. It is fast paced, so like it's very fast paced. That you get there, they unload, and then you head out. There's multiple loads a day, and you average about 2,000 miles a week on this particular account. The home time, it's home every week for a 34-hour reset. Now, because you are just delivering in Florida, there is the opportunity that you get through the house during the week. So it's definitely a possibility for you to, go and be gone for a couple of days and then get back to Jacksonville to pick up another load. Take your 10-hour break if it's timed just right, and then go back out on the road. So you will definitely see you'll see some time home during the week. But for the most part, it's a 34-hour reset. Let's talk about the pay. So the pay depends on your experience. You average about anywhere between $800 and $1,000 a week on this particular account. It's paid by mileage, and then also you get dredge pay if you on this particular account. There's a $35 round trip if you need to assist with any like unloading or breakdown or anything like that. But on average, drivers on this account make between $800 and $1,000 a week. This is a W-2 lane. If you want to start next week, okay, so if I have a CDL driver out there that wants to start next week, I do have spots open. There's only 5, okay? I've already submitted. Have you submitted anybody on this DP yet? I've submitted 2 so far this morning. There's only 5 spots, so I'm waiting to see how those guys do. They're only taking 5. It's gonna fill up. Look, I'm gonna do my best to fill it up today. Okay, that's my goal, is to fill it up today. I got Julie, and the rest of my gang is in here, and they working hard. So we'll probably get that one filled. So if you're interested, all my drivers on my Big Jaw Jerri Banks and my YouTube, if you're interested, hit me up, 832-384-5689. Like I said, I'm gonna close this one out today. If I don't, Kameel will. All right.
I've been in that Ocala so much, I feel like I just hear it. I hear it so much in my head right now. It's what's going on.
Yes.
But now we're going to the state of Alabama. That state is
I love Alabama.
That's just warming my heart there in Alabama. Don't judge me. Don't
Hey, Keisha.
Okay, so we have a cola account there in Alabama. Okay, they hire in quite a few places there in Alabama. Is where it's going. Okay, so let's start there. And you're gonna be running several different states. It's not limited to these states, but it's mainly just these states. Okay, it's all you're gonna be running. Alabama, of course, Illinois, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, Texas, and New Mexico. Okay, that's a new one. Typically, when we say Texas, we're not saying New Mexico, but let me run through them again. The only states that you run is New Mexico, Texas, Ohio, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, and Alabama. Okay, so you're going to run about 2,000 miles. You're going to work 5 to 6 days. You'll be off either Friday afternoon, Saturday, or you're going to be off Saturday afternoon, Sunday. Okay, so basically your shift will run from Sunday to Thursday, Friday-ish, maybe. Monday through Friday, maybe hitting a little bit of Saturday. So you're home weekly, and it's typically going to be on the weekends. It just may not be Friday, Saturday. You get what I'm saying? So it will fall on some days on the weekend. For this, you have to have 6 months experience. You have to be able to pass the hair test. But 6 months experience is what you're going to have. You're going to have preloaded and live load, deliveries and live unloads. You're not touching any freight. Okay, so it's going to be a mixture of everything. So the way it works is $1,100 per week, as long as you're available for all 5 days. Okay, so for all 5 days, that's a guarantee. Or they're going to pay you 52 cents a mile, whichever one is greater. So let me break this down for you a little bit better. So the way it works, you're guaranteed 2,000 miles a week. So if you're only doing 2,000, you get the $1,100. If you do 1,800 because your truck broke down, you get the $1,100. That's base, that's salary. That's what you get as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and be available for work. Okay. If you're doing more than that, and your amount will add up to more than 1,100 because you're on a 52 cents entry, then that's the amount that you're given. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our fancy calculator. Give me a second. Take me a minute. So let's say you was running 2,200 miles. That's going to be over the 1,100 if we're using 52 cents as your pay. That'll have you over that about 1,144. You'll get that instead of the 1,100. So that's the kind of way it works. If you run 2,300 miles, that's the way it works. Okay. So that kind of gives me an idea that they are probably expecting that you're going to run 2,200 miles, to be honest with you, because 2,100 is there about the 52 cents for that 1,100, just to kind of let you know. That is about it for that one. It's for Kohler is the dedicated account. You do about 2,000 miles and you'll have weekends off, home weekly, but typically you'll have weekends off, and your off days will be sometime on the weekend. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so you can Bon Jovi.
You said Kohler is the name of that account?
Yeah, like the toilets.
Where it's based at?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, Huntsville. Okay.
Who they doing so much building up there in Huntsville?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, they got a lot going on over there. They got the Mercedes-Benz plant. They got I think it's a Honda plant over there in Alabama. There's a lot that they got in Alabama. Look, I got my grandbaby in the office again today, and she is having a wonderful time over in her playpen.
No spoiled grandbaby.
Yes. Look, they both spoiled. They both spoiled, but that boy, he just do his own thing, okay? That girl, she like, you got to know I'm here. I am here, okay? But okay, so my next one that I want to go over, they're based in Alabama. It is a father-son operation, okay? And this father-son is the son actually runs it. The father passed away. The son runs it, but they run a lot of stuff for dedicated accounts like Miller Lite Beer, Big Lots, Ream, a lot of battery companies. And when you pull for battery, you have to have your hazmat as well. But it's they run 48 states. They pretty much go where the freight is. So you got to be willing to run. Okay, you can't be out here talking about, well, I only go in Alabama or I only will run in Mississippi. No, you got to be willing to run and go where the freight is. The average pay ranges between $900 and $1,100 a week on this one. It is a W-2. You're paid weekly direct deposit. It's pretty much all no touch. You don't have to do any unloading. You just have to drive, get the freight there on time. They have majority automatic. Well, they have Kenworth, all Kenworth T600s, 8 years or newer. It's governed at 68 miles per hour. They've got 10 speeds and 13 speeds, but I think they're transitioning over to automatics because there's a lot of people with, actually, I've already talked to today. I talked to 3 different people that have an automatic restriction on their license, which means when we say automatic restriction, that means that they got their Class A CDL and they took their road test in a automatic tractor. So when you do that, you have to have a specific restriction on your license, and you cannot work for a company that has a manual transmission. So if you get caught doing that, that's a violation. It's a fine. So this particular company, they do have some automatics, but the majority of them are manual. But home every other week on this particular account over the road, they do have their bulk drive van division that's home every week, but they pretty much want those drivers to live right around their home base, which is in Troy. It's in Troy. That's where they're based out of, Troy. And when I tell you, okay, so I had sent, and I don't know if he's watching, but my homeboy, Mr. Clifford, I'm about to bring up Mr. Clifford. Mr. Clifford, if you watching, you better drop something. Mr. Clifford, baby. Mr. Clifford calls me or texts me or email me every day. Okay. Mr. Clifford loves the company he had. He loved his company. Okay. They're going to have to drag him away from this company. All right. He keep me updated on all the latest news, all the trucking information. He just told me this morning. I just got a text from Mr. Clifford this morning. Lord, luckily I was up because sometimes I don't be up when Mr. Clifford be texting me, but I'm going to tell you what he said.
Mr. Clifford, like me, we text.
Look, ain't nobody got time for Mr. Clifford be texting me early in the morning, but I love him. I love him to death. Okay, so Mr. Clifford, no, this was last night. Don't give me the line. He texted me at 6:20 and he sent me a picture, and I know you can't see it. But it's a tractor in the snow. He said, this is west of St. Louis, Missouri, I-70 shut down. Everybody was shut down on I-70. That was the Love's truck stop parking lot. It was just trucks everywhere. Amazon trucks, all kinds of trucks just everywhere. So look, if y'all are out there in the middle of that, or if y'all were on I-70, y'all be careful, be safe. I told Mr. Clifford, sit down somewhere. Don't be trying to move. And you know he don't play. I'm safe. I'm all about safety. I ain't going nowhere. I-70 shut down. I'm parking right here at this truck stop, and I'm gonna sit right here. But again, that's just a testament to how essential our truck drivers are. Okay. So while I'm sleeping, all right, my goods and food and Amazon packages and all of that stuff is being moved by my drivers. And so that is like they out there risking lives. Okay. They don't even get paid enough to be risking their lives the way they do sometimes. And so, you know, I just say thank y'all. So that's and Mr. Clifford, wherever you are, I hope you listen. If you're not, I know I'll hear from you later today. But thank you so much for always keeping me in the loop on everything and staying in touch. But yeah, he loves this company that I set him up with. He ain't going nowhere. This is a great company. It's a family-owned company. I'm gonna tell you this before I let you go into your next one. But so he told me, when he first started, he said, Miss Jerri, this is what this company does. The orientation is on Monday mornings, and Monday morning, it's a small, they have about 300 trucks, but Monday morning orientation, all the new drivers come into the orientation, all the employees and the owner, everybody come downstairs and they have prayer. They have prayer with all the new drivers, saying, you know, just welcoming them and thanking them. And you know, he was really impressed with that. So it's a family, you can tell it's a real family-owned company. They care about their drivers. And you know, that's impressive. That's very impressive. Hey Larry, thanks for jumping on and saying hello.
Yes, and I had to change my little name here because for some reason my telephone number wasn't up there. So I had to change my name that Miss Jerri gave me there. But so let's go into the next one. Jerri, you're gonna have to help me pronounce his name. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Muscle Shoals, Shoals.
Oh, girl, that's another one of my Jasper spots I love. It's called Muscle Shoals.
Okay, yeah. So Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals, Alabama, baby.
Okay, so Muscle Shoals. Okay, so I have a Wise Alloy out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, where you will be hauling aluminum coils in a covered wagon trailer. So basically, it's like an open top with the tarps that come down, or the curtains that come down. Okay, so that's what you'll be using to haul. That's the trailer that you'll be using. Everything is a round trip. So when they send you out to any location, whether you're going to Golden, Colorado, whether you're going to Williamsburg, Virginia, Jacksonville, Florida, Oklahoma City, Fremont, Ohio, not West, but White House, Ohio, or Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Bradley, Illinois, you will be going and coming right back. Okay, so you'll do like 2 to 3 turns at least a week, and then you get your reset. Your reset should be the same, you know, every time, to be honest, unless you pick up something different. I do want to say that, because for this one, I do get drivers that ask me that question. Just for, I can't tell you why for this particular account. Why that's a normal question that they ask. So you'll get between 28 and 3,500 miles. Now, let me tell you, your goal is to get at least 3,000 miles on this account. Why? It's because they pay you 2 cents more once you hit that 3,000 miles. So let's say you're a 6-month driver and you come in at 44 cents. But if you hit that 3,000, now you're at 46. You get what I'm saying? So then if you're a driver that is at like 2.5 years, you're at 49 cents. But if you hit the 3,000 a week, then you're at 51 cents is the way it goes. You will have a certification training after your 3 day orientation, your 2 to 3 day orientation, because you have to get your coral certification. Okay, they will pay for that because it's your flatbed coral certification that you have to get. They have both auto and manual. So if you're a driver that only wants manual, so a lot of my vet drivers, they only want manual. I couldn't do manual. Well, first of all, I can't drive a manual anyway. But if not, I couldn't do a manual with my knees. Okay. But if you are a newer driver and you want auto only, they have it both on this particular account. They do pay for tarp and all of that type of stuff as well. Okay, is the way it goes. So you'll get 44 to 51 cents plus $50 for every trip. Mind you, the trips are going to be at least 2 to 3 a week. So you'll get about $150 a week on top of your mileage pay, which is 44 to 51 cents. And you're home on a weekly basis. This is Wise Alloy. So it's your corals out of Alabama, which that is the state when it comes to this aluminum coral. I just want to throw it out there. So it's really the state, whether you are owner operator or you doing company driver out of Alabama. If you ain't doing corals, we got some issues because that's what's there.
Yep. Alabama is a state for those coils. Okay, so I see you. I see you, Gary. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Send me some of those Class A drivers up there in Jasper. Let's see. I see Corey. Hey, Corey. Corey checked in on my my Sasha Pierce page. How you doing, Corey? All right. So, okay. What was I about to talk about? Oh, Gulf Coast Regional. Okay. So the Gulf Coast Regional, I like this one because you run anywhere from San Antonio all the way to Jacksonville on the southern coast. And then you may go as far north as Dallas and run all the way over to Savannah. So anywhere in between that little hiring radius. And let me show you the map real quick. I can show you my screen. Let me see if I can show that.
You about to be real fancy, Jerry.
Baby, I'm about to get real fancy. I'm gonna show a map. Okay.
Oh, this would be
all right. So can you see the map? Can you see the map?
Showing out. What a god.
Okay, so yes, like I was saying, you can start right here in Dallas, and then it is hiring and running all the way over to Savannah, down south to Jacksonville, taking I-10 all the way back over to San Antonio. So that is the range that look, you don't know nothing about me, baby. I can show a screen. I done got fancy now. I can show a screen. Yeah. So that's the Gulf Coast. That's the Gulf Coast Regional. Literally, you can be based anywhere in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. But for the purposes of this live today, we're talking about Alabama. You are home every week for a 34-hour reset. You average 2,000 plus miles a week, but they're going to guarantee you no less than 1,500. Okay. It's no touch. It is all drive-in. Now, operating wise, that was the hiring area. You may operate as far north as like Tennessee or Arkansas. That might be the furthest north that you will go. To. Average pay on this lane is is a little over $900 a week, but you're home every week, and you possibly may be through the house during the week as well. You do get paid detention pay, layover pay, wait time pay, and if you have hazmat, there's extra pay for that as well. So this is a good one. If you're interested in this Gulf Coast regional, you definitely want to hit one of us up. Both myself and Kameel have access to all of the lanes that we're talking about.
Right. Absolutely.
Hey, look, there go your favorite dude. Hey, Pops, how you doing? What's up, Paul?
Look, you're a celebrity to me. I got all happy.
Oh Lord, sit down somewhere. Wherever you at, just sit down somewhere. I know you're doing too much.
Okay. I got one here. This is Alabama, of course. It's not for my Montgomery drivers, but it is for other places in Alabama, definitely like your Birmingham, Hoover, all of that up in there, Leeds, Bessemer, all of that up in there, and a little more. But I'm just letting you know it's not, because I got somebody asking me, texting me about Montgomery stuff. And I have a lot in Montgomery, but this particular one isn't. So I just wanted to let him know this particular one isn't for him, but the others that I was talking about is specifically for him in other places in Alabama. But this one people.
Sit down somewhere.
No. So this one is for your guarantee to make $225 a day. So if you're running out of clock, typically that means you're going to be making $13.50 a week. And I'm using my little favorite app on my iPhone is the calculator. That's $13.50 a week. I try to be accurate when I'm talking, y'all. My daughter. So I try to be accurate when I'm talking to y'all. So $225 a day. This when you're out 2 weeks and home 2 days is dropping hook, no touch freight is kind of what you're going to be doing there. So I got that. So if you are in that area and you want to be out a week, I got you. If you want to be out 2 weeks, I got you. If you want teams, because that's after Jerri Vaughn talk about something, I'm going to talk about my Mercedes team. And I actually got a YouTube video on Rig on Wheels. I got a YouTube video for Mercedes. But that one is $225. It is a dedicated. We don't talk about what dedicated it is for that one on live, but it is, and it's $225 a day. You don't need any endorsements. But for all the jobs that I'm speaking of today, you need at least 6 months experience for them. Mind you, we do have 3 months experience stuff, but for what I've been talking about thus far is 6 months.
Yeah. I think everything that I've talked about, except for the Dr. Pepper, was 6 months. 6 months.
Your golf, that's
a year. That's a year with them.
What about the daughter the father and daughter, father and son? I don't really do that one as well.
6 months. 6 months for father and son, yeah. Real quick, so I had a driver for our favorite company that we hiring for down in Florida. He has a possession of a firearm, got out in 2018. He was incarcerated, got out, not on papers, 2018. Will they take him?
Firearm. When was he convicted?
I want to say 15 or 16.
I don't know with that one.
Yeah, I know. I told him because he said that he had put in right when he got out of school in 19 and he got denied. But I told him back then they've made some changes to their hire requirements. And so I told him, look, we're going to put you in and we're going to see what they say because all they can do is say no.
You
Okay.
know what we should do is we should either email the supervisor or our favorite recruiter over there,
Facts.
Casey and Chastity, because that
Yeah, I wasn't real sure on that. There was a possession. He said a possession of a firearm. Uh-huh. Possession of a firearm. So that charge, I wasn't sure because I didn't even see it. Like, okay, so y'all, our companies give us like a list of their hiring guidelines. And so that's kind of what we go by when we're talking to our drivers and trying to make an educated decision on whether we put them in. Now, we don't want to waste our time or your time because our time is very valuable. Your time is very valuable. And so we try to, determine whether it's worth putting you in or not. But if it's a gray area, if it's something that's not covered on their list of hiring guidelines, we're going to go ahead and put you in simply because we want to know. We don't have that answer. But now, if that company does not take him down in Florida, the father-son company will take him. They will definitely take him, even with that firearm, that incarceration. They're like my second chance company. So we have a couple of second chance companies that we lean on, and they're one of them. So I really like to.
Because Miss Lori wouldn't be able to take him either.
No, because he only got out in 18. He got to be out 5 years, right?
Yeah, and mainly it's because of when he was convicted. With theirs is a longer conviction than KC's.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I just know automatically not Miss Lori because of that. But with that conviction, it might be okay. Because I don't think the 2018 for KC makes a difference. It's the when he was convicted. And so that's the thing here, guys. We recruit for over 60 companies, and when one company doesn't like, the other company will welcome you with open arms and give you some chocolate. So some companies
buy you a refrigerator.
We told y'all yesterday that on Sunday we was on the phone with the recruiting supervisor at one of these companies for about an hour and a half, bless her heart, on a Sunday.
We love her to death. Love you to death.
To get a better understanding of stuff. Jerri and I work 7 days a week. So whether we talking to a driver or not, we talking to a company, we talking to somebody so we can just do a better job for you and for them. Okay.
Absolutely.
For them. But some of the companies, when it comes to your criminal background, some go off of conviction date, some go off of arrest date, and some talk about how long you have to be out of prison. Also, some don't do with anybody that's on papers, but a lot do, as long as you have travel. As long as you're able to travel. That's why I say if you're a past criminal and stuff like that, that's not a big deal, to be honest with you. I can't do a lot with murderers. Or if you rape somebody, but a lot of your other crimes are not as big of a deal.
They're a big deal. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, they're a big deal. I forgot.
They're a big deal. But we can help you.
Right.
We can help you. Okay, so back in Alabama. So you can live, for this one I'm about to talk about, you can live anywhere, but the truck actually, the business and the home and the truck is in Alabama. Is it Montgomery or Mobile?
Oh, for our favorite person?
Our favorite trucking small fleet owner.
He ain't small.
Jacob Mike. He ain't small no more because he had trucks on trucks on trucks. Okay.
Another truck. Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile. Okay, so Mobile. So here's the deal with with his hire. So I'm looking for a driver. You got to have over 4 years experience for this particular lane. You have to be willing to run. Okay. So, he going to take care of you. You're going to take care of his truck, and he gonna pay you well. All right. It's 1099. Drivers averaging anywhere. 15 is a slow week. But 21, 23 is an excellent week. That's with you running. Okay. The average pay, it just depends on what your experience is. It can be 55 coming out the gate, it could be 63. Okay. So depending on your experience, you're gonna fall somewhere between that, and you're going to run. Okay. Like I said, you're gonna go where the freight is, go where the money resides. All right. You gotta be willing, and you gotta be able. But pass a urine drug screen. A good driving record, good background is definitely.
Say that urine thing again. They don't have to pass a hair test.
Look, as much as we scream hair test for this particular one, okay? This and the father someone that I talked about earlier, it's a urine as well. But for this particular one, it is a urine only drug screen. The orange was nice and warm for your orientation.
I was gonna tell y'all to go to Miami.
Go to Miami, because we're going to Miami. We're going to Miami.
I know we're going to Miami. But where's the other orientation?
Chicago. Alsip, which is right outside of Chicago.
That's it. Yeah. Don't go to Chicago until it gets to like May or June or something like that. But he gonna have about 4 more trucks by then. But
yes.
For right now, you go to Miami. In Chicago, it's too cold right now, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have to drive in the cold, but you don't need to be in orientation in the cold. So I think you can go down there to Miami and get some of that Cuban food.
Yes. But if you're a runner and you're willing to run over the road, you're willing to go where the freight is, definitely give us a call. We can get you on this one. If this spot that we have fills up, no fret, don't worry. We will have another truck for this particular operator very soon. And if he's watching, we got you. We got your trucks getting filled. Okay, we out here pushing these jobs.
Cause he gonna have a new truck in 2 weeks.
For real. So that's all I got on that one. Okay, so I'll let Kameel get into her teams, but if you guys are scrolling through your timeline this evening, be sure to check out the trucking industry collab. That is myself. That is Auntie Kameel. That is LaShawn Robinson. She is our compliance guru. We basically say she keep us out of jail. She keep us out of jail because somebody got to keep us out of jail. Make sure we're doing the right thing. So she's our auditor, our compliance, our DOT guru, our FMCSA guru. She keeps us in line. And also Rock, who is I used to introduce him as a CDL company driver and a small fleet owner. Rock is booming with the trucks as well. And he is no longer a company driver, baby. I talked to him the other day. He called me. He said, Miss Jerri, your driver started. He just got to San Antonio to pick up the truck. He started. I said, okay, then where you at? Where you running to? He was like, oh, Miss J, I don't run no more. I quit my job. But what? Ooh, you out here doing big things. I'm putting drivers in your trucks. You don't quit your job. You ain't running no more. But so he joins us every Tuesday. We either do it on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Last week it was Thursday. This week it is Tuesday. But we collab and we talk about the hottest topics in the truck driving industry. We share deadlines and information that's coming up. I know LaShawn missed last week, so she has a lot of stuff that she wants to talk about this week. Kameel will be y'all's host tonight, and make sure y'all tune in at 7.
Yes. So y'all know how I feel about teams, okay?
Yes. Where the money reside.
I really, really like teams. If you get you a good team, you know, you got your homeboy, you got your wife, you got, you know, other people, because sometimes, you know, I get carried away with what I got, but, you know, we got aunties and stuff on here, so we ain't going to do all that. But when you got people that you get along with, when you got people that you get along with, if you team up, you able to just keep the money so in-house. It just, you able to share so much and all of that good stuff. You able to even split a refrigerator, okay? Like literally. And speaking of that, today is Tuesdays, and on Tuesday on the social medias, my Instagram and Facebook and in Jerri and our group, I put out recipes. Okay, so today I got some Cajun ribs and a slow cooker recipe today. I'm doing that recipe and I started getting hungry as I was typing. But anyway, this is a team. It is for Mercedes-Benz. Okay, it starts in Laredo, Texas and ends in Vance, Alabama. Vance, Alabama is just south west of Birmingham is where it is, okay? So it will start in Laredo. They hire in all of the states between Texas and Alabama, but for this, we're going to talk about Alabama, okay? So you will have between 5,000 and 6,000 a week, and that truck will make 50 cents to 56 cents for each mile. So you just put that in half when it comes to you as a team person. So if you have 6 months experience, it's 25 cents. And if you have 60 plus, that's 28 cents is the way that is going. You are home on a weekly basis, okay? It's not guaranteed weekends because it depends on your route schedule, but you are home on a weekly basis. The first week, the drivers that start off in Laredo, so just you're gonna backwards everything I'm saying because you're starting off in Alabama, but it'll be a Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Your short week will be Tuesday and Thursday. So that's basically the way this goes. It is all drop and hook, no touch freight at all. There is a sign-on bonus, but I don't want to talk about this company's sign-on bonuses because they fluctuate in how, I mean, they do a lot of different sign-on bonuses. But either way, if you are in the Vance area, anywhere from Vance, Alabama, so southwest of Birmingham, all the way through to Texas, over there by Laredo, then I'm able to hire you and your teammates. Okay, that's what it is. I am able to hire you and your teammate. There's no stop off pay, but you will get your normal breakdown pay because you'll basically be going from one and going straight to the other. And if you are doing a stop, it's just right there in Texas, not too far from where you are. That is about it. It's Mercedes plant in Vance. You'll bring a full trailer back to Texas and going back and forth. So that's basically what you're going to be doing. It is 25 to 28 cents per mile for each driver in the truck. So basically, if you all are doing about 5,000 to 6,000 miles, you'll take your 25 cents or 28 cents of that times the 5,000 and 6,000 miles. Let me use my calculator. Why not, right? I was trying not to, but so if it's 25 cents for 5,000 miles, that's $12.50. And if we are talking 6,000 miles at 28 cents, that's almost $1,700. So basically, let's just say you'll be making between 12 and 17, depending on your experience. And I'm talking between 6 months to 5 years experience. So very quickly, the income adds up, to be honest with you. because we're not spreading it out over 10 years. But that's all I got. Mind you, I have spoken about only stuff with 6 months experience today. Jerri Vaughn has spoken about everything with 6 months, 12 months, and only one with 3 months. But we have, even in Alabama, I have plenty of stuff for somebody that only has 3 months experience. So don't fret if you are somebody that has 5 months and you need to switch a job. We got you. It's just the ones that we are highlighting today. For Jacob, how much experience do they need for Jake? That's the one you'll be going to Miami. We can't hear you.
He wants over 4 years. He'll consider 3, but he really wants somebody with a lot of experience. Yeah, more experience for him. More experience.
And man, making a really, really handsome income.
Yes.
He's not a boss that's gonna hound you or anything like that. So he really needs somebody that knows what they're doing on that road.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson doing the doggone thing. So if you looking for a run and looking for 1099, that's not a big deal to you. I've talked to a couple of drivers who, and I think that the drivers, and we're gonna have to bring on, and I've been telling her over and over again that she got to get on our YouTube, she got to get on our lives. Our tax lady Vila, okay? Look, that woman, she ain't even got Facebook, okay? But she done saved my life. She done saved your life. But we have to bring her on so that she can break down and help our drivers understand 1099. And not just drivers, there's a lot of people out here that's independent contractors that need to learn more and how to manage being a 1099 independent contractor a little bit better when it comes to your taxes. So we'll see what her schedule is like and get her on so that she can give us some insight and some feedback. But I don't have any. I mean, of course, we got jobs for days.
We'll be on till midnight.
We'll be on till midnight. And look, my phone been blowing up. Okay, and I'm about to shut it down because we got a game. Exactly. I'm about to shut it down real soon. It's Tuesday. It's basketball day. So I got to be shut down real soon. So I got to make a bunch of calls. I got a lot of calls I got to make for the rest of the day before I leave. And then a lot of text messages as well. Luckily, Julie is in the office, so I can get her to do some stuff for today and keep it moving. But we're going to wrap up, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Thanks everybody who engaged and commented and liked. Our live. We try to do this every day. We highlight a state every day. We're all over the U.S. with our jobs, so we like to hone in and just highlight a particular state. But where you can find us, I am Miss Jerri again, owner and founder of Life on the Road Recruiting and Transportation Services. I can be found on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on my YouTube, Life on the Road Recruiting. You can also reach me by cell or text at 832-384-5689. Again, I'm Miss Jerri. Thank y'all for joining us.
Okay, and I am Kameel with Rig on Wheels again, like you all know. So you can find me at YouTube. It's right down there. Oh, right here. Look at me trying to be fancy. Anyway, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm still trying to think about my song and dance for TikTok. Please call or text at 708-487-9064. 708-487-9064. Also, when you all call us and you don't get us, we're not ignoring you. Please leave
yes.
There's no way that I can respond back to all the calls that I get, and I know Jerri Vaughn said the same thing. All the calls that we get and the person doesn't leave voicemails and or texts. Is no way. And especially if you're going to call us at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I encourage that. I do encourage that, but I'm not answering the phone at 2 or 3.
Yes.
But if I know that you have left a message or a text, you are one of the first ones that I'm going to call in the morning. Okay. So that's about it. Y'all mask up and wash your hands. And that's all we got to say because it's aunties on here.
In your ass.